Okay. What's your name?
Virginia Deneen,
Okay, and how old are you?
77.
Okay, and what kind of knee surgery did you have?
I had a total right knee
Okay, and
replacement, yes.
when was this?
January 2307.
Okay, and why did you have this knee surgery?
Well, because I had too much pain in the knee, so I took the fall and decided to have the replacement.
Okay, and what was your experience?
Well, I tell you, for me it wasn't good at all. After I came out of surgery, then they have that machine on your knee to make it go, to exercise it to go back and forth. So, which was fine. I mean, there was no problem to that. But after I got released, I stayed in there almost five days, which is kind of unusual. Usually you get out in 3 days, but I had to stay in for 5 days. I just couldn't get the hang of, I guess, doing the knee. It just wasn't doing it right for me. So then from there, they sent me over to Casa Colina in Pomona to that rehab to work with me and get my knee rehabilitated because I just wasn't getting it. I couldn't. I don't know whether I was a baby and I couldn't get it because even when I was doing the rehab there at Casa Colina, it was hard. I mean, it was hard. For me it was. And even after I came home, I couldn't get it. And they give you a walker, the kind that you pick up and sit down, which was fine, but I could not, from that time on, I could not get out of a walker. I didn't get rehabilitated enough. I didn't, even though they sent me to a rehab up here or an exercise place, which I went, and I did pretty good in those places, but I couldn't get out of a walker. To this day, I am still in a walker because I just didn't have the help. You have to have somebody to help you, to encourage you, and I didn't have that. So I was stuck with the walker. I'm still stuck with the walker. And but my knee feels good. I don't have any pain. Although I don't think the knee replacement, whatever they used, I hear my knee clicking sometimes. So I am not sure if that was the right knee. It was kind of a new one coming out, and they were trying the new type. But maybe that was where the problem was, right there. But even today, my knee is, it just doesn't feel that right. It kind of collapses on me every now and then. So other than that, they wanted me to do a second knee. I said, are you nuts? I wouldn't do a second knee if that was the last thing on earth I did. But that's my opinion. That's what happened to me. So and I have a friend, my sister-in-law, which was probably 6 years older than me. She got out of the hospital in 3 days, and the next day she's out plucking plums off of her plum tree. So go for it. So what did she do that I couldn't do? I mean, it was amazing. I couldn't believe her. I like to slap her in the face that she was so good. But she did. She was just amazing. I couldn't, maybe because I was a little heavier, but she was thin. Maybe that's the solution. I don't know for me. But it was amazing.
Yeah.
I think that she could do that. So anyway, that was the experience that I had. So don't know.
Okay, if there's any changes you could make either before, during, or after, what would they be?
You know, I keep thinking that I wouldn't have a knee replacement again, because I could have had the second knee done, but because of the experience I have, I didn't want that done. So I would not. I almost had to have a knee replacement because of the pain, but I look back and think, was the pain that much? Could I have stood it or had a knee brace put on or something like that and maybe never had it? And I wouldn't be in the predicament I am today, which means I'm still in a walker.
And did you experience depression like the statistics have shown?
You know what? I think you do experience depression because you can't do what you could do before. So I think so. Yeah.